Thank you. Dr. BBL Madhukar, Chairman, Executive Board. Dr. Vinaysheel Gautam, Vice Chairman. Other respected members of the Executive Board. Dr. Jitendra Kumar Das, Director General. Professor Sangamitra Buddhapriya. The deans of different faculties, members of the teaching faculties and administrative team, proud parents, if there are some here, distinguished guests, including the alumni and my dear young friends, graduates of this esteemed institution. First of all, I want to thank the chairman and the DG for allotting only 15-20 minutes to me to speak. Okay, in a recent, not a recent, I think it was last year, I was told to speak for 30 to 40 minutes. And after 15-20 minutes, I could not only see the yawns, but I could even hear it. And another good arrangement was that these scholastic medals were given just before my speech, because I could see some people in the room kind of, if not dozing off, kind of, okay, enough is enough. So, but ये जो तालियों की गुनगुनाहट और गर्जना ने उन सबको उठा दिया है. So I am going to take only, you understand, I am going to take only 15-20 minutes just to share my thoughts with you. Okay, we are here today to celebrate a significant milestone. Another thing, I didn't know that you guys had graduated last year. I thought it is the current year's graduation, so my talk is based as if you are just leaving the institution. So, isko apne ghar jaake translation kar lena. But the good thing in that is that you met your old colleagues. You met your friends who were with you for a couple of years. You met them after a year, so you exchanged views, what are you doing, how your life is progressing, and so on and so forth. So there's always something positive in everything, including the translation of my speech when you reach home. So we are here today to celebrate a significant milestone in your academic journey, and I am indeed very honored to be part of this momentous occasion. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. Your graduation today is a testament of your diligence and determination. As graduates of FORE School of Management, you are now empowered to be the leaders and change makers in India and beyond. I would also like to acknowledge the contribution made by the brilliant faculty members. I had the pleasure of meeting all of them a little while ago, who had dedicated themselves to nurture your thoughts and throughout your academic journey. Dear young friends, as you celebrate the accomplishments, please take a moment to express your gratitude not only towards your teachers, but also towards your parents, without whose support and guidance you would not be present here today. As you prepare to enter the next phase of your lives, I would like to share some experiences and thoughts which have served me well throughout my life. And I hope these will also be of help and inspiration to you in the years to come. I assure you that I'll keep my address as short as possible, as simple as possible, and as to the point as possible, since I know your understanding of the issues may be way better than mine. I am not so well educated as you are, being part of this whole thing. To start with, I wish to emphasize the importance of developing a positive character. Don't take me wrong. I know all of you are good guys. Your education has equipped you with knowledge and skills, but it is your character that will determine your success in life. Traits like empathy and humility, led by integrity, are critical to building strong relationships and making a positive impact in the world. As in my introduction, I requested Dr. Das that I am sending you one paragraph as to how humble a beginning I had. Going to, you people will not know, we used to sit on the tarts on the ground and slate and this thing in the Sarkari schools. And life was really tough in late 40s when we came from Pakistan after partition. But there were institutions like your parents, like your friends, like your guides, who built you up to rise and to be successful in life. You are lucky. You have gone to good schools, and you have come to a fantastic institution, and now you're moving forward. So what I was saying is, it is traits like empathy and humility led by integrity, most important, are critical to building strong relationships and making a positive impact in the world. In the words of C.S. Lewis, integrity is doing the right thing, even when nobody is watching you. That is the most important thing. So a strong and positive character will always stand a good stead in your life. As graduates of this esteemed institution, you have a responsibility to give your contribution back to the society. Secondly, I want to emphasize the importance of having a purpose in life. Without a clear sense of purpose, it will be difficult to find direction and meaning in your career and personal life. So take time to reflect on what matters to you most. What are you passionate about? What do you want to achieve in your life? The purpose may keep on evolving with time and experience in life, but it will guide you through the ups and downs of your journey. In his book titled Infinite Games, Simon Sinek argues that effective leaders adopt an infinite mindset. Effective leaders adopt an infinite mindset, focusing on long-term success, fostering collaboration, and embracing a sense of purpose. You all know Bill Gates. You all have heard about him, where he has reached. He famously said that life you create and design for yourself is going to accumulate from the choices you make. So a purpose in life is extremely, in a nutshell, therefore, thinking about and deciding the purpose in your life will be critical for your success. Thirdly, I want to talk about the importance of resilience and perseverance. Most important. Life is full of ups and downs. But it's important, full of ups and downs, and there will always be time when you may face setbacks and failures. It happens with everyone. But it's important to remember that those setbacks are not the end of the road. Keep pushing, keep striving, and don't give up on your dreams. You know, the Olympians don't succeed by being partially focused on their sports. It's a 100% commitment. Remember, such should be the approach by you all also. You will not have tailwinds always. It's very simple. You will not have tailwinds always and may face headwinds also sometimes in life. But if you wish to succeed, your commitment has to be 100%. Besides the above, some other important areas to be kept in mind are importance of building relationships and importance of being a student for life. Remember the people you meet, your professors, your peers, your professional colleagues, your personal friends, they will all have a vital role to play in your career and in your life. Seek out mentors and advisors who can guide you to the way forward for new opportunities. When I say a student for life, I mean that college degree can make you educated, but learning is a continuing process. You can learn something every day from every aspect of yours and others' lives. One of the world's most recognized billionaires, Sir Richard Branson, dropped out of school due to struggles with dyslexia and poor academic performance at the age of 15, at which point his headmaster speculated that he will either end up being a millionaire because of his vision and direction in life and his focus that he would present in the class, or he will end up in jail if he does not take care. Branson developed his first business, a mail order record retailer, into the Virgin Group he oversees today, which controls more than 400 companies. Now, this is what he has written. University isn't the be-all and end-all, and it's certainly not a prerequisite for business success. He says, I am not saying that people shouldn't go to university if they want to, but simply calling attention to the benefits of learning from the school of life. Life is a great teacher. Your environment that you are living in, your people you are interacting with, your peers, the whole society, and that is where you have to learn it from. You are young people, you have a whole lot of journey to cover. Keep this in mind. A word on Indian economy now. In the 75th year of our independence, the world has recognized the Indian economy as a bright star. Our current year's economic growth is estimated to be nearly 7%. It is notable that this is the highest amongst all major economies. This is in spite of the massive slowdown globally caused by COVID-19 and more recently by the Russia-Ukraine war. The Indian economy is therefore on the right track and despite various challenges, heading towards a bright future. A thorough economic liberalization initiated in 1991. If you go through history, you will know that the first economic liberalization was done in 1991 with in the Indian market, has continued to have positive growth impact on Indian economy. India's GDP in last 10 years has been at an average growth rate of 6 to 7%. From 2006 to 2023, India averaged 6.15% with a high of 8.7% in 2022 and a low of, that was the year when we were hit most by COVID, minus 6.6% in 2021 primarily because of COVID-19. India recently surpassed the United Kingdom to become the world's 5th largest economy. You all must have read it in newspapers, seen it on telly, whatever. The only countries with the economies larger than India are the United States, China, Japan, and Germany. In an uncertain world, real GDP growth of 6 to 6.5% is the new normal, which India is sustaining and is on track to become the 3rd largest economy in the world. Well, let's put it in a few years' time. I don't want to say the date because you will get hold of me. You are to blame for that. But it is moving towards that and it's going to happen. But remember, rising economy also means higher standards and greater spread of education, which will bring much more stiffer competition amongst the younger lots like you. So when the economy goes, so also the levels of education, the standards of education, so obviously the competition. So keep that also in mind. Another major challenge that awaits you is the super fast movement and growth in the world of technology. While there is no doubt that the new age technology and its growth in the modern world will contribute greatly in better management of various fields such as economy, health, education, security, etc., and the resources, so many experts also feel that too much of advanced technology is also disrupting our various aspects of our life and our work and our opportunities, employment opportunities. For example, I was surprised to read this. Only recently, the Danish Prime Minister, Mette Frederiksen, delivered her speech to the Parliament in Denmark, partly written using AI tool ChatGPT. The speech was written by ChatGPT to highlight the revolutionary aspect and risks of AI. Mr. Rishi Sunak, you know the young Indian who is now the Prime Minister of UK, is considering a London-based global artificial intelligence watchdog. He thinks there should be, in fact, he is discussing this even with the United States, to oversee any threats posed by this fast-growing technology. So while advanced technology has many pluses, it also carries the burden of disruption. Having said that, I may add that there is no doubt technology has sparked unprecedented opportunities for new jobs in various industries, while at the same time hampering the growth of jobs in some areas. However, the only way you can make use of all this is if you are constantly learning the existing and the upcoming technical skills and using these with positive effect. Let me devote the next few lines on your possible future plans. I didn't know that this is the thing that you guys passed out last year. So you already are having some jobs or things like that. So think that you are kind of passing out today. Now, these could be joining family business, taking private or corporate sector jobs, appearing in competitive exams for government services like IAS, IPS, etc., starting your own business, or even pursuing further education. So just a small advice, that if you do plan to start your own business, which many of you will in due course, proper and advanced planning, both financial and structural, after full investigation is a must. And this I am saying from personal experience because my son is in little business over there. Followed by regular review of the progress. India is and has always been a land of opportunities and growth. But you could not have asked for a better time when our country is very uniquely positioned in the world order to become a global superpower. Have no doubt that coming decade and the period beyond belongs to India. Think, therefore, as to who could be your possible role models. Think, therefore, as to who could be your possible role models. On one side, you have great Indian stars like Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella, Ajay Banga, Indira Nui, and many more who have done wonderfully well in their careers and earned global recognition as heads of world's major organizations and companies. You have to look at that. I mean, that I have to reach at a certain level. I have to grow this thing. Success will come, it may not come, but effort and mind must work in that direction. On the other hand, you have billionaires like Bill Gates, a Harvard dropout, Elon Musk, only a graduate, and had dropped out from Stanford just after 2 days. Richard Branson, who had dropped out from school itself because of health and other reasons, and many other hugely successful persons. My advice is that you should have a mission in life and work tirelessly to achieve the same. In today's competitive world, and more so in India, thinking out of the box. Remember this, thinking out of the box strategy has proven to be a great road to success. Indeed, if you have a family legacy like that of Tata's, Birla's, Modi's, Ambani's, or other big houses, you could continue to take the legacy and businesses forward. But with limited means, if you have to initiate your own business or a startup, as you know, Government of India is greatly supporting young startups with new ideas and things like that. Then think what people will need tomorrow, day after, and day after. Let me give you a couple of examples of thinking out of the box. You all must have heard about, may not have, but those who are traveling, of VFS Global, an Indian company with a massive global footprint. Zubin Karkaria, an Indian national, I met him when I was Director General Tourism, Government of India, and he was working in one of the travel companies, Koni Travels. An Indian national with travel and tourism background is the founder and chief executive of VFS Global, the world's largest outsourcing and technology services specialist for governments and diplomatic missions. An entrepreneur and economic value creator, his greatest achievement has been the conceptualization of VFS Global and creation of new business segment of visa outsourcing, visa, passport outsourcing, etc. The business nurtured and developed in India to help the traveling public. When he was there, it used to take a lot of time, a lot of trouble for people to go this thing. He says, okay, let me try and start this kind of a thing. The business nurtured and developed in India to help the traveling public, and then he expanded the same throughout the globe. VFS Global is one of the earliest made-in-India companies to become a global leader in the field with multi-million-dollar turnover and thousands of employees. Similarly, you all must have heard about, you must be seeing the board, Oyo Hotels, here, there, and everywhere. Now, Ritesh Agarwal, who's the founder and CEO, he comes from a small town in Odisha. And when he traveled and he saw that companies like Taj Hotels and company like ITC and all major hotel companies are now getting into group 2, group 3 hotels. You know, I mean, not only 5-star, but 2-star, 1-star, you know, I mean, that kind of a thing. So he thought, why shouldn't I think of this? Why shouldn't I think of this? That the people who have properties, I take over those properties only for marketing and supervision, while they continue to be the owner and they continue to be the developer of those properties. And today, let me just read it out. Ritesh Agarwal, its founder, belonging to a small town in Odisha, was the thinker behind managing small hotels or homestay places, where he noticed big companies like Taj Hotels, ITC, etc. are opening lower category properties in small towns. He started this company, Auroville Stays, with these small properties located in small towns having tourism potential. In a few years, not only in India, now this is worth hearing, but the brand Oyo Hotels expanded greatly all over the world like China, Japan, Europe, USA, etc. The model sold both to small property owners was that while they will continue to own and manage the properties, Oyo will provide overall guidance, supervision, and marketing of the same. Oyo Hotels also is now a multi-million-dollar company, maybe more, maybe into multi-billion company, and there will be thousands of employees. There will be several other such success and inspiring stories. Like I said, it's a question of thinking out of the box. If you have to start something on your own, it's not only what people need today, you have to think what people will need tomorrow, day after, and beyond. And that is what today's startups are going on, and Government of India is fully supportive of these startups. I think I have spoken enough on your careers and things like that. Before I conclude, allow me to share my personal experiences as to how I have generally lived and conducted my life. Call it life lessons. As you grow in age, maybe you will also like to follow these. Now, I am turning 78 in a couple of months. And by and large, the 3 principles I have lived by. I say this whether I am talking to the middle-aged, elderly, or some Rotary club here, some this club there, and things like that. You know, I give this example. One is staying physically active. Now, your body is such, if you are, say, if you are a jogger, it will say walk. If you are a walker, it will say sit on the bench. If you are sitting, it will lie down here, have had enough of it, and things like that. Stay active. Stay physically active. Don't listen to your body. Listen to it to the extent that you should, but make it listen to you. It is most important all your life. I don't want to impress you by saying that I get up early in the morning and do exercise and then go and play golf and this, that, and all. But it is important for all of you to know staying physically active is crucial for good health and for staying kind of contributing to life. The second thing is staying mentally engaged. Don't let your mind just go idle. And nowadays, with technology, there are hundreds of opportunities that your mind can be engaged, all the time. What it does is it keeps you continuously in touch with the rest of the world and what is happening around the world. In this, there is one more thought I want to leave in young minds today. Even if someone talks negative, listen, the world is a mix of all people. Even if somebody else talks negative about you, ignore it, unless he does something negative, in which case you have to react. But if somebody you hear that somebody was talking, ignore it. Don't let any negativity get into your system. I say it because I have practiced it. Because negativity not only affects one's mental health, but it also affects your physical health. So, somebody has said this, forget it. God bless, I move on with my purpose in life. And finally, having zero expectations from others and from life itself. This means that if you have done some favor or some good to others, don't start having expectations that they should return these favors to you in some form or the other. Do good and forget about it. If they do some good in return on their own for you, great. Remember, expectations can cause avoidable worries which are not good for mental or physical health. At the same time, always remember, if someone else has done any favor to you, stay grateful to him for life. Remember, keep that in mind कि उसने मेरे लिए ये किया है, तुमने किया है वो भूल जाओ. I know these are all guru shikshas and things like that, but तुम सब मेरे बच्चों से भी छोटे हो, बहुत छोटे हो. My son is going to be 50, so I think I can talk to you in the language that you will understand. These three principles, in my view, is what you need to follow to live a happy, contented, healthy, and mentally stress-free life while fully pursuing your ambitions to succeed in your careers and in life itself. Listen, friends, I am neither an economist nor a technologist or a technocrat. But I do hope my simple words, simply conveyed, have carried some meaning for you amongst the most learned people sitting around here. The school I went to in Jalandhar, Sainda School, those of you, if you ever go or you see, there were the big boards as you entered, work is worship. काम करना ही जो है वो हमारी worship है. And at least at your age, for next 8, 10, 15, 20, 30, 25 years, work has to be worship. That is how you will grow in life. And in our classroom, there was a chart with printed words. The only place where success comes before work is dictionary. So remember that. सिर्फ dictionary में success work से पहले आती है. Otherwise, काम करना पड़ता है. Occasionally, when I give a talk like this to graduates I do give to various segments, including the Indian School of Business and so forth, I get the feeling from their facial expressions, sir, we know all that you have just said. So I know even you must be thinking, what's new in this, what you have said. But friends, I am an old school guy, so I have shared what I feel could be useful steps for your success in life. So to conclude, as you all know, the vision of FORE School is to become a management institution that transforms students and other stakeholders into pillars of society. And its mission is, 1, to attain excellence in management education, research, and outreach. 2, to develop a mindset among students needed for successfully operating in a global business environment. And 3, to create a learning ecosystem for innovative and sustainable business practices. I am sure that the time that you spent here, the vision and the mission got ingrained in you to a certain extent. Your job starts now. Okay, this is the school where I come from. This was the school's vision, and this was the school's mission. So I'm sure you will do your best to achieve both the vision and the mission, of course, and take your institution's name forward. Thank you so much for your patient hearing. My best wishes to you all.